Race number 2 for the J&G Services Junior Limited Modifieds will line up like this. Row 1 on the inside. Going to make you wait for it. The DXB Construction, White Horse Tuning and Dyno, 1 Automotive, number 14B is Braden Riddle out of Kaufman, Texas. To his outside, the 62 HG is Caden Murawski out of Waco. Row 2 on the inside will be the London Farms Dynamic Dirt Car Central Cedar, number 12K of Colton Whitworth out of Wolf City. To his outside will be the Arthur Heating and Air SDG Hydro Seed, number 21 Junior of Case and Arthur. Final row there, the 19 Jared Cheek out of Durant, Oklahoma, and the final starter is the M&M Auto Salvage Finish Line Graphics Bowen's Garage, number 90D of Jordan Gomez out of Royce City. So 8 laps for 6 cars. We get all 6 of them here. Adams Automotive and Towing, green flag out once again here at Hunt County Raceway for the final heat race for the Junior Limited Modifieds. Braden Riddle has had some strong runs this season around the Hunt County Raceway. Looking to break through and maybe get his first heat race win at Hunt County of the 2025 season. Lap number 1 goes his way. Good battle for second is heated up out there between Colton Whitworth and Caden Murawski. Colby able to get second in his heat race. Can Colton follow it up? Murawski spins over in 3 and 4 and is going to stop where you can't park there, and that's going to bring out a Vicky's Real Estate yellow with just 2 of 8 completed. So we'll get a restart here with 6 to go. As they ran to the line, it was Riddle, Whitworth, Cheek, Arthur, and then Gomez. And looks like maybe Gomez is pulled off the track, and he was in the infield. Now he pulls back out, so didn't quite catch what happened to the 90D here. So as we try to get him re-racked and restacked, now issues for Colton Whitworth. He comes to a stop at the top of turn 1 and 2. Not sure what has gone awry for the Central Cedar Dynamic Dirt Car London Farm number 12K of Colton Whitworth, but we'll get him some attention at the top of 1 and 2 before we can get these final 6 laps in the books. So unfortunate for Whitworth. Looks like he may have to go on the back of the tow chain here and get him off the track. Tough break here for a couple drivers early on in this one. All right, so I think lights will go out this time so we can get this one back on track, get the final 6 laps in the books here for the J&G Services Junior Limited Modified Heat Race number 2, final heat race here for the Junior Limiteds. Right now it's been all the DXP Construction, White Horse Tuning, and Dyno 1 Automotive BNR race cars. Number 14B of Braden Riddle out of Kaufman led the first 2 opening laps before we got the Vicky's Real Estate Yellow. He's going to fire off in turn 3 and 4 at the Smiley start zone now, and we are back underway. Adams Automotive towing green flag. The 21 Junior of Case and Arthur has rejoined the field for the second time here. And Braden Riddle going to lead another lap at the line. That time, Jared Cheek will be in second. The 62 HG of Caden Morosky in third. Case and Arthur round out the 4-car field as we've lost again Colton Whitworth, Jordan Gomez. And another lap that time of the line to Riddle as they'll come around this time to 4 down and 4 to go. So judge, jury, and executioner Ryan Westdyke up in the flag stand will show Braden Riddle the 2 to go that time in the line. The 62 HG has moved his way up into second. That's Morosky. Jared Cheek goes back to third, and the 21 has spun over here. That is going to be Kaysen. The 21 Junior Case and Arthur. That'll bring out a Vicky's Real Estate Yellow as he could not get it fired off and back going before the yellow flag came out. So we'll re-rack and restack for now a 2-lap shootout. So 2x4x2 in this one as we get the 2 Vicky's Real Estate Yellows, but we'll have a 2-lap shootout to get this one in the books. So it'll be a 1-lap shootout. So we'll get a green-white, same time here. 1-lap shootout coming to end heat race number 2 for the J&G Services Junior Limited Modifieds. It's been all Braden Riddle all the time in this one. He'll look to get his first heat race win of the 2025 season at Hunt County Raceway here and join the likes of a few others that have been able to do that. Riley Barnes, Kaysen Williams, Bentley Smith, Colton Whitworth, and Cameron Nottingham. All former heat race winners of the 2025 season here for the Junior Limited. So Riddle will look to join that crew as well. As the green-white, same time out. And I tell you what, the 62 HG may have something to say about it before we get this one in the books. Caden Morosky staying right there with Braden Riddle, trying to give him a run on the final lap here. They'll go down the backstretch, and we'll see if we can make one attempt at it here for Caden Morosky. Doing a great job of staying right there with Riddle, but Riddle going to pick up the Star Graphic Design checkered flag for heat race number 2 over Morosky. Cheek has an issue coming out of turn 4, and that gives the 3rd position to Case and Arthur. So that will lead us into 4 heat races for the County Armory Factory Stocks. Your first lineup will look like this. Row number 1, the 1-2-3 is Brett Jensen out of Forney, Texas. To his outside, the 88 is Dakota Rains out of Wills Point. Row 2 on the inside, the 98 is going to be Chris Davis, also out of Wills Point. To his outside, the 11J is Jackie Hefty. Row 3, the 3M is Tristan McCullough out of Crandall, and the 15K is Denny Gabar out of Frankston. Row 4, the 199Z is Zachary Taylor out of Irving. To his outside, the 118 is going to be Alan Conger out of Caddo Mills. Final position starting 9th here, the 18D is scheduled to be Dario Lopez out of Greenville, Texas. So we call for 9 to go for 8 laps. Heat race number 1 of 4 for the County Armory Factory Stocks. Lights are out. We'll look to get the Adams Automotive towing green flag this time. And Brett Jensen going to send us down into turns 1 and 2. But don't look now, the 98 of Chris Davis. We know he's going to be a player here tonight, Hunt County Raceway. Always bad fast is Chris Davis. Already got 1 win here in the 2025 season, but he wants more. Lap number 1 going to go to the 1, 2, 3 of Jensen, but Chris Davis right there looking to steal it under the Hunt County night sky. Here on lap number 2, they'll drag race off the backstretch. The advantage goes to the 98 of Davis. We'll see if that Cole Gosnell Racing 2.5 chassis number 98 can get the heat race win. He'll slide up in front of Jensen here to take lap number 2 at the line. We got a drag race for 3rd as Dakota Rains is under fire from Tristan McCullough. And then rounding out the top 5, the 11J is Jackie Hefty. And Chris Davis will lead us here at the line one more time over Brett Jensen, McCullough, Rains, and Hefty. Still your top 5. First one on the outside of the top 5 is Denny Gabar, but he is a little bit behind the 8 ball of catching up to the back of Hefty or Dakota Rains as McCullough now rides in 3rd. Chris Davis not able to get a huge advantage since getting out in front of Brett Jensen. He was 4/10 at the line last time by, this time 7/10 almost for Chris Davis. Now Tristan McCullough looking for more as he looks to the inside of the 1, 2, 3 of Jensen going down the backstretch. Can't quite do anything with it. Will fall in line behind the 1, 2, 3. Looks like the high groove where a couple of the drivers are choosing to be, and you've got some right there around the bottom. McCullough had to back out of it a little bit to get into the tit there, the infield tractor tire. McCullough looking to the inside. That battle for 2nd is heated up, as well as the battle for 4th and 5th as Jackie Hefty trying to get around Dakota Rains. But all the meanwhile, the 98 of Davis is checking out on him. Call him the doorman because he is standing out front here tonight. Contact down the front stretch between McCullough and Jensen right in front of both the Hefty and Dakota Rains. I'm not sure who maybe initiated the contact, but they'll drag race down the backstretch. More contact down the backstretch. It is definitely heating up. An absolute banger here for heat race number 1 for the factory stocks, and I mean that literally as Chris Davis takes the wicked in parlor white flag. More contact here between McCullough and Jensen. Dakota Rains is just an innocent bystander, and he'll get damage to the front. We'll get a Vicky's Real Estate yellow, and that one just got hairy. Very, very quick here for heat race number 1 for the County Armory factory stocks. McCullough and Jensen with some extracurricular activities here. And we'll see how they decide to score this one and reline them up, as I'm not sure if Dakota Rains either, who was really not involved in that skirmish until late. He came in and got the front end. And they're going to throw a checkered here. I'm going to have to get an official decision. Chris Davis will be your winner, and he'll get the Star Graphic Design checkered flag. So Jensen will be charged with the caution, meaning McCullough will probably get his 2nd finishing position, as the caution will be charged to the 1, 2, 3 there as they were battling for 2nd going to 3 and 4. They'll officially call that race, and Chris Davis will pick up the first heat race win here. Lineup for heat race number 2 will look like this. Row 1, the 85 is Jesse Mazzell out of Frankston. The 7C is Scott Carlisle out of Royce City. Row 2, the 76 is Joe Feinling out of Forney. The 77 is Mark Ross out of Nevada. Row 3, the 4G, it's going to be Walter Garner, Radio, Wills Point, Texas native. And the 7M of Albert McCall out of Crandall. Final row, the 234C, Caden Dykeman out of 40. And the 199, Billy Mazzell. That is Billy Mazzell Sr., I believe. Billy Mazzell III, excuse me. Let's get it right here. Put some respect on those Mazzell names. So both Mazzells draw heat race number 2 for the County Armory factory stocks. Jesse Mazzell, already a heat race winner once. Event, the big RaceON All-Star race we had here for the Hunter Hobson Memorial. Mazzell, Faulkner, Dakota Rains, Joe Feinling, and Ingalls. That's going to be Ricky Ingalls, all heat race winners, as well as Chris Davis. And, of course, the big Hunter Hobson Memorial went to Cody Smith. So lights are out. We'll get the Adams Automotive and Towing green flag here. 8 laps of distance for heat race number 2 of the County Armory Factory Stocks. Who will lead lap number 1 of this one? Jesse Mazzell has it, but I tell you what, Scott Carlisle, Joe Feinling right there on nipping at his heels here, but it will go to the 85 of Jesse Mazzell. Carlisle in second, Feinling in third, McCall in fourth, and Ross rounds out the top 5, but they are shuffling here down the backstretch as the 7M of Albert McCall Jr. trying to get around both Carlisle and Feinling as he's on the low groove, and he is on the move. He does have the second spot of the line that time, does Albert McCall Jr. So he goes from 6th to 2nd in the opening laps here, up 4 positions for the 7M, so he is on the move. Hard charger goes to him here so far. 85 of Mazzell, though, has led the way from the top spot. McCall trying to chase him down. Feinling is in 4th as he's battling out with Scott Carlisle. And Mark Ross doing a good job of holding off Walter Garner from getting into the top 5 as Radio tries to make his presence known here tonight in the 4G. Mark Ross going to step on it. He gets slideways and loses it, opens up a donut shop in 3 and 4. No Vicky's Real Estate Yellow. He's already been to promoter school, so we are good to go. PSG, please stay green, and we get it. It's still the 85 of Mazzell at the line here over Albert McCall Jr. The battle for third is still the same with Feinling on the inside. It's Carlisle on the outside as they still haven't got that one shaken out here yet. And the 4G of Walter Garner has found his way into the top 5. Mark Ross is going to spin it once again over out of turn number 2. Gets it fired back up very quickly right in front of the leaders. Won't impede the race for the top spot. Good job there by the 77 of Ross to get it pulled to the infield. But his heat race is DONE. Now we get a Vicky's Real Estate Yellow as Scott Carlisle, who is running in third, has spun it over in turn 1 and 2. And before he can get it fired off, or before he decides to fire it off, we get the Vicky's Real Estate Yellow. So we're going to have maybe a 2-lap shootout. We'll see how they decide to do it here as we get them re-racked and restacked. Jeff Hammett, the Buffalo Bandit out of Edgewood, Texas. He's watching here tonight on RaceON. Always good to have you tune in on the broadcast there, Hammett. So as we get them re-racked and restacked here to go, it has all been Jesse Mazzell in this heat race. You've got Albert McCall and Joe Feinling in row number 2, and then Walter Garner in the 199 of Billy Mazzell III, rounding out the top 5. We've lost the 77 of Mark Ross. His night is well, no, he pulled back on the track. So maybe with that caution, he's able to rejoin the field. We'll see where he has scored. I don't know if he's a lap down or not here. Adams Automotive Towing green flag is back out, and Albert McCall Jr. is going to do everything he can to get a jump on the 85 of Mazzell, and he is right there. They'll drag race down the backstretch. Here comes Walter Garner trying to get the inside of Feinling as well. That'll be a battle for third and fourth. Wicked in parlor white flag out this time for the 7M as Albert McCall Jr. takes it on the final lap here, but can he lead the final lap as Mazzell tries to get it wound up on the high side down the backstretch? Here comes the 85 as he wants his second heat race win of the 2025 season here at Hunt County Raceway, and so does Albert McCall Jr. They'll drag race to the line. Star Grabber Design checkered flag goes to the 7M of Albert McCall Jr. picking up his second heat race win of the 2025 season here at Hunt County Raceway. Unofficially in second, the 85 of Mazzell. Feinling will finish third. So heat race number 3 for the County Armory Factory Stocks will line up like this. Row 1, the 6 star is Alex Williams out of Kilgore. The F73 is going to be Michael Hill, also out of Kilgore, Texas. Row number 2 on the inside is going to be the 51 of Rusty Trevathan out of Wiley. To his outside, the 16 is Sean Wright out of Lovington, New Mexico. Row 3 on the inside, the 903 is Thad Royal out of Canton, and the B21 of Bryce Pritchett out of Crandall. And row number 4 The 0 of Jeff Alster out of Mesquite, and the 22J is Jerry Cowart out of Dallas. So lights are out. We look to go 8 laps of distance here this time. We do have one not answer the bell. But lights are out this time. Adams Automotive and Towing green flag will go out this time. They get a little jumbled up, a little contact there between Bryce Pritchett and the 16 of Sean Wright. So the 6-star of Alex Williams down the backstretch has the top spot locked down here on the opening lap, looking to lead lap number 1. The 51 of Trevathan gone from 3rd to 2nd on the opening lap. And then the 903, that's Thad Royal going from 5th to 3rd on their opening lap. That'll be your top 3. Bryce Pritchett and Jeff Alster right there, wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door, coming out of turn 2. That's the battle for 4th and 5th going down the backstretch. Bryce Pritchett in the Super Gremlin got Kodak Black going crazy somewhere. As he battles his way, he's up into the 4th spot looking for more. Bryce Pritchett does have a feature win this season in Hunt County Raceway, as well as he won the heat race that night, so looking for his 2nd heat race win of the 2025 season, as well as his 2nd feature race win here, if he can get it wound up and set up properly for our A main. But right now, the 6-star of Alex Williams leads another lap here at the line, giving 3 of 8 so far. Michael Hell in 2nd, Thad Royal 3rd, Bryce Pritchett 4th, and Alster rounds out the top 5 as we got a 5-car battle left on the field. In the 22J of Cowart, a little bit behind the 8 ball. We've lost the 16 of Sean Wright and the 51 of Trevathan. Bryce Pritchett on the inside of Thad Royal going down in turns 1 and 2, trying to get into the bronze position is the Super Gremlin, and he's got it right now. Jeff Alster looked to follow his way through and get by Thad Royal as well. Can't quite do it this time. Thad does a good job of sending it on the high side here to keep the 3rd place battle alive. But Bryce Pritchett looking for more on the inside of Michael Hell. The 2 Kilgore natives have held the top 2 spots here so far, but now Bryce Pritchett going to race his way into the 2nd spot. Kodak Black again going crazy somewhere for the B21 Super Gremlin. That thing's not a wagon, but it's a grocery getter because it's delivering here tonight. The B21 of Bryce Pritchett up into the 2nd spot, but does he have time to catch the 6-star of Alex Williams? We got the 2 to go this time from Ryan Westdyke. Alex Williams with a big lead right now, tougher than a set of woodpecker lips in that 6-star here tonight. He'll smash the lead pedal out of turn number 4 and get the wicked in parlor white flag this time for the 6-star of Alex Williams. Pritchett in 2nd. Hale has 3rd, but Thad Royal looking to get that spot, and Jeff Alster right there looking for more as he rounds out the top 5. But the Star Graphic Design checkered flag for heat race number 3 of the County Armory Factory Stock is going to go to the 6-star of Alex Williams here tonight. Bryce Pritchett will have to settle for 2nd. We'll drag race to the line. Thad Royal will hold on to 3rd in the 903. Alster in 4th, and Michael Hell unofficially rounds out the top 5. Final heat race for the County Armory Factory Stocks will come out here now. Lineup will look like this. Front row inside, it's little Jeff Hammond, it's the 21M of Blaine Murphy out of Maypearl, Texas, who is outside the 451 of Bo Day out of Greenville. Row number 2, the J23 is Joe Miller, and the 18M is Wayne Melton out of Caddo Mills. Row number 3 on the inside, the 4D, Dario Lopez out of Rowlett. And the 11 is the Mad Hatter, Chase Hatton out of DeBerry, Texas. Row number 4 on the inside, the H2 of Rowdy Day out of Greenville. And the 75 of Sonny Chofin back in his car out of Salina, Texas. He had old Jaws, Justin Whitehead, in the 75 the last time we were here. But Chofin back in that ride here tonight, seeing what he can do. Maybe get a Hunt County Raceway win here tonight for the 75. You know, when he shows up, he's always stout. As we get our Adams Automotive and Towing green flag this time Blaine Murphy and Bo Day will lead us on lap number 1. Bo Day has to get on the binders as Blaine Murphy slides up in front of him down the backstretch here out of turn number 2. Bo Day catfishing around Hunt County Raceway like normal here as the 451 looks to lead lap number 1, and he'll knock Blaine Murphy off the top spot and do just that. The 18M of Blaine Melton rides in third. Here comes Alan Conger, the 11 of Chase Hatton. I think is that the Alan Conger number 11 usually that he's driving tonight? I'm not sure. I'll see if I can't confirm that from somebody. How about you, Hammett? You know everything factory stock related. Now Blaine Murphy leads lap number 2 as he takes the top spot back from Bo Day. They'll swap it out here on lap 1 and 2, and Bo Day will look to get it back again down the backstretch. He'll drag Race Murphy back into 3 and 4. Chase Hatton doing a hell of a job on the inside of the 18M of Melton as that battle is for 3rd and 4th. We've got a spinner here. Sonny Chofin will loop it over here in turn 3 and 4. He collected one with him too. I think that is the H2 of Rowdy Day. We'll get a Vicky's Real Estate yellow and have to get them re-racked and restacked. Speaking of the day, boys, Michelle Ishmael watching from home here tonight. Not back with us like she was during the Hunter Hobson Memorial, but you know she's rooting on the day, boys, Bo and Rowdy both, as she is at home because she works tomorrow on July 4th. That's not very independent to have to go to work on July 4th, so I don't know about that one. Daniel Wright's car, thank you. I knew Jeff Hammett was good for something. There's not much, but getting some factory stock information or finding a good Camaro nose, that is what Jeff Hammett's good for. If you're looking for a Camaro nose for your factory stock, Facebook message Jeff Hammett from Edgewood, Texas right now. Adams Automotive towing green flag back out here one more time. Blaine Murphy and Bo Day have been throwing haymakers each other here for the top spot. Here comes Chase Hatton looking on the inside of the 18 of Melton. He was doing that before we got the caution. Hasn't been able to do anything with it here yet. And look at the J23 of Joe Miller. That's a sharp-looking hot rod as he gets his way up into the top 5. Blaine Murphy will lead another lap here. Hatton not able to get by Melton. He still rides in 4th. Sonny Chauvin rebounding after bringing out the Vicky's Real Estate yellow. He gets into the top 5 as he looks to the inside of Joe Miller down the backstretch here. Wayne Melton hanging right there with Bo Day. Blaine Murphy with a couple car length lead right now down the front stretch here as they're going to come to 5 down, 3 to go. To a little bit of surprise, Rowdy Day having some troubles back there in the H2, getting that thing wound up. He has really gone nowhere. So he started 7th and he still rides in 7th, and he's battling with the J23 right now of Joe Miller, who started 4th but has fell back to the 6th spot. Chofin holds the top 5. Blaine Murphy still leads another lap here. Bo Day still down on the inside like he always is, catfishing around the Greenville, Texas Hunt County Raceway. Here comes Wayne Melton to his outside. That'll be a battle for 2nd and 3rd as we get the wicked in parlor white flag this time. Blaine Murphy looking good out front here. He's got one more lap around to pick up the Hunt County Raceway heat race win. It'll be his 2nd of the season if he can hold it through 3 and 4 here. And the 21M looks to do just that as he bobbles just a little bit, but he's got a big enough lead. He'll get the Star Graphic Design checkered flag for heat race number 4. Goes to Blaine Murphy. Wayne Melton will still 2nd away at the line from Bo Day, who gets 3rd. The Mad Hatter in 4th, and Sonny Chofin rebounds for a 5th place finish. So heat race number 1 for the American Crate Late Model Series out here now. The front row belongs to the 41 of Jaden Pena out of Humboldt, Texas, and the 3 is Wendell Bolden out of Greenville. We're going to go green quickly. The 98 Troy Tyndall, Bo Begnode starting 4th, Chase Raymond, Sloppy Hog, Trey Langley, the rest of the field. 8 laps of distance for heat race number 1 of, I believe, 3 for the American Crate Late Model Series. Well, live timing picks a great time to take a nap on us here. Lap number 1 will go to the 3 of Wendell Bolden over Jaden Pena. Bo Begnode right there in 3rd. As Bo will try to race his way up there. He is currently your points leader for the American Crate Late Model Series. 4 feature wins for Bo with the American Crate Late Model Series, looking for number 5 of his career here tonight since 2020. He holds the top spot over the 3 of Bolden. Pena back in 3rd. I believe that is Tyndall riding in the 4th spot. And then Chase Raymond rounds out the top 5. The double Z's of Sloppy Hog and Trey Langley run 6th and 7th. But to no surprise, Bo has been fast all season long. Again, he's your American Crate Late Model Series points leader right now. And he was the last winner of the series over at Kennedale Speedway Park, which, if he can get it done here tonight, would be his 5th win in the American Crate Late Model Series. He's picked them up at Heart of Texas, Cotton Bowl, Rocket, and Kennedale Speedway Park. Doesn't have one here at Hunt County Raceway yet, but he may can pick that up here shortly. Wendell Bolden rides in 2nd, and Jaden Pena now in 3rd. Wicked in parlor white flag will come out this time for Begnode, as the all-in-one plumbing Sannywell Trackside Motorsports number 32 has had no competition since getting to the top spot. Bolden still rides in 2nd, Pena in 3rd. Chase Raymond has got into 4th, and Tyndall back to 5th. Star Graphic Design checkered flag will come out this time for the 32 out of Spring, Texas is Bo Begnode. The 41 of Pena will be 2nd. And issues for the 3 of Bolden on the final lap as he was running in the top 3 will relegate him back to a last place finish. It looks like he gets it fired up after coming across the line, but tough break there for the 3 of Wendell Bolden. So heat race number 2 will come out on the track here now. Lineup will look like this. The 48 of Cody Leonard is on the inside of row 1. To his outside will be the Red Line Construction, CB Construction, MVP Gutters, number 12K of Kaysen Caps out of Howe, Texas. Kaysen Caps was a winner in this event last season for the Tommy Davis Senior Memorial. Well, that was in the Junior Limited Modifieds, now running with the American Crate Late Model Series. Row number 2 on the inside, the Starnes Racing First Class Septic Day Motorsports number 25 of Robbie Starnes out of Baytown. To his outside, the Prime Design Ramco Speed Group, number 1 PD is Patrick Daniel out of Wills Point. Row 3 on the inside, the 77 Inc. Starnes Racing JJ Motorsports, number 7 of Rhett Starnes out of Mount Bellevue, Texas. To his outside, the 53X is going to be Matt Fox out of Kerrville. Final car is supposed to be the 40 of Robert McCutcheon, but we will not go green here. We call for 7. We get all 7, but we got to get the lineup straightened out here before we go green for heat race number 2. Oh, you're good. There it is. Adams Automotive Towing green flag out here for heat race number 2 as Kaysen Caps and Cody Leonard will send it off into turn 1 and 2. Again, we talked about Kaysen Caps being a winner last season in the Tommy Davis Senior Memorial on this exact same night, July the 3rd, but it was for the J&G Services Junior Limited Modifieds. So we'll see if Kaysen Caps can get it wound up here tonight. He'll come across the line in the 3rd spot here on the opening lap. Goes to Cody Leonard. Robbie Starnes is raced from 3rd to 2nd on the open lap. Patrick Daniel still in the same spot, as well as the 53X of Matt Fox. The 1 PD now looking to the inside of Kaysen Caps here. It's a battle for 3rd. Give Patrick Daniel, the Texas Terror, the 3rd spot. He's looking for more as Robbie Starnes, the 25, is now under fire from the 1 PD. But all the meanwhile, up front, the 48 of Cody Leonard appears to have him covered and smothered like an all-star special at the Waffle House, as he'll lead another lap of the line, give him all 3 of them so far, 5 to go. Patrick Daniel rides in 2nd, Robbie Starnes in 3rd, although he'll peek to the inside going into 3 and 4. Kaysen Caps back to 4th, and Matt Fox is giving up the 5th position. Give that to Rhett Starnes now in the top 5. Robbie Starnes looking on the inside of Patrick Daniel down the backstretch. Again, that's a battle for 2nd and 3rd going into 3 and 4. They're wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door, throwing haymakers at each other here under the Greenville, Texas night sky for the 2nd spot. Give it to Starnes. Patrick Daniel loses a spot here. as we'll have 3 to go at the line that time. But I tell you what, Cody Leonard, tougher than a set of woodpecker lips here in the heat race number 2. He's got it wound up at the line this time. It was a 3-second lead a lap ago at the line this time. It's going to be a 4-second lead as Cody Leonard is on a RAIL around Hunt County Raceway here tonight. Starnes has the second spot over Patrick Daniel. That's been the best battle on the track, but the wicked in parlor white flag is out this time for your leader, Leonard. Starnes holds off PD at the line this time. Case and Caps not able to capitalize and get his way up out of the 4th position. Rhett Starnes still rounds out the top 5, but it will be the 48 of Cody Leonard picking up the Star Grabber Design checkered flag for heat race number 2 of the American Crate Late Model Series. Starnes will hold on to 2nd. The Texas Terror PD, Patrick Daniel in 3rd. Case and Caps in 4th. And Rhett Starnes will round out the top 5.